Ladies and gentlemen, folks of the Linternet world, I've done this before, but just not live, out of my house. And, there's a couple of things that I haven't really done before. So, you have to be patient with me. Mucking about here. Is my drummer around? Maybe I won't. No, I'm not going to bother with that.
You want your drum? I can go get it.
Yeah, I do.
I'll go get it.
I'm going to play some originals and some covers. A little bit of weirdness. I'm hoping people like Krista and all them show up, because I know they're all what they're going to ask for. And I know if Sue and all them are around, they're going to ask for some CSN. And we'll see what happens. I'm just, I'm going to be playing a fair bit of originals and stuff that I don't often play in public. There's quite a bit of stuff that I do play in public. But when you see me in a club or whatever, some stuff that like the more political stuff, I don't really play too much of that. I like to play the popular stuff that everybody knows. So I'm going to play stuff that anybody who's followed me for any length of time knows and has heard me play. It's pretty old. It's pretty old hat, actually. I'm not going to be doing anything too outrageously new or different. I might do couple songs that I like that are different, but Well, this is a song that I traditionally open with, and it got quite a bit of airplay at the time. And, yeah. Hold on. I gotta do a fix-up here. Can you say me?
Been
Hey, Dirk. Hey, Stefan. How you doing, buddy? Hope y'all doing good. I see a couple people from the old days out there. David Parsons and Dirk, my cousin Phil, and Randy. Oh my God. You know how long it's been since I've seen Randy in person? Like we're talking probably 40 years. Yeah. I'm doing stuff off of my CD because it's the easiest just to pull out of my head. You know what I mean? I've been playing these songs since that one since the 80s, and a lot of the other ones since the 90s, 2000s, and stuff. So my son and who lives in Saskatchewan now, him and my grandfather met only once. He wouldn't remember because he was like 6 months old or 5 months old or something. But I was trying to write a song. About. I was trying to write a song about the two of them, and it was originally about my son. But I started thinking about the fact that my grandfather and who raised me and how tough time we had at growing up and all that, and song basically when they met, my grandfather and I kind of reconciled because we, I didn't leave under the best of circumstances. So the song's called Hey Hey. There we go. No, it's not wine. It's grape juice. I'm gonna do a bunch of cover tunes too. Stuff that I like. There's a couple of people who I grew up with that are no longer with us. Stuart and Stephen Crick. These twins. And when I first got exposed to this music, Stuart called me into his living room one day, and he said, "Can you understand these lyrics? I love this song, but I can't understand the lyrics." And we were doing stuff as teenagers and trying to be a rock band and trying to start a rock band, but we were into different things. We were into religion and stuff too. And so we sat and figured out the lyrics to this. And when I left home and moved to Toronto and started playing the coffee houses, this was a staple of kind of stuff that I used to like playing. All the pirates, yes, they roll by, sold out to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took guide from their bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We followed in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Is all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, for none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Is all I ever had. Redemption song, redemption song, redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Oh, have no fear for atomic energy, for none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Yes, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Is all I ever had. Redemption song, all I ever had. Redemption song. These songs of freedom, songs of freedom. Hey.
tigerlover049 @gmail.
No, Hotmail.
At Hotmail.
It's on the. Anybody wishing to do stuff and help me out, my email is tigerlover049 @hotmail.com. A couple people have been asking. I'm terrible at soliciting myself. I just don't do that kind of thing. I'm just saying hi to everybody. Lisa! Hey, Lisa. Hey, Rob. Eric. And my cousin. None but ourselves can free our minds. Irie. I'm gonna do a song that you guys, unless you've come and seen me in the last couple of years, you guys haven't heard me play before. I'm just gonna do a couple like that. Growing up, this was the song really had an effect on the way that effect on me. I don't know how to explain it, but I never really understood what he meant. But then, of course, growing up and living the life that I lived, I kind of get it. Little obscure thing, but anybody who's into the Beatles, anybody who's into George Harrison or McCartney or any of them will know this song. Kind of. There's a lot of songs that I identify with in my life, things that I always used to say, this is the story of my life, or whatever. This is one of those tunes. Thought that you knew where I was and when, but it looks like you've been fooling you again. Thought that you had got me all staked out. Baby, it looks like I've been breaking out. I'm a dark horse. I'm running on a dark race course. I'm a blue moon, just out there down of the wood. I've been a cruiser, just looking for this soul. I'm a dark horse. Thought that you had got me in the grip. Baby, looks like you was not so smart, and I became too slippery for you. But baby, I'll tell you that was nothing new. I'm a dark horse. I'm running on a dark race course. I'm a blue moon, since I picked up my first spoon. I've been a cruiser, just looking for this soul. I'm a dark horse. I thought that you knew it all along, until you started getting me not right. It seems as if you heard a little late. I warned you when we were both at the starting gate. I'm a dark horse. I'm running on a dark race course. I'm a blue moon, just out there down of the wood. I've been a Thank you very much. Thank you. Just you, and you. Live and slightly out of tune. I'll tell you a little story. There's a couple of you here that I know that are watching that knew this fella. It's a good friend of ours by the name of Edmund Daly. Edmund grew up in New Brunswick and showed up in Ottawa in the 80s after he tried to be a baseball player in AAA, and he played with some of the greats actually. And then decided after a little trip out west that he wanted to be a musician. And that guy knew probably every Bob Dylan song that he ever written, that he ever played. And he was probably the most prolific songwriter I ever met. In the time that I knew him, he probably wrote over 2,000 songs. I think he only published about 18, maybe 20. I don't know. Dirk would know more about that than me. We recorded a couple albums together. I helped him work on one. And John Law and I, a couple others, helped him rehearse to record another one. I don't know whatever happened to those recordings. I don't even know if they got finished. But he sat in front of us one time on Clarence Street and wrote this tune. And didn't quite finish it, and then showed us a finished version in Delta, Ontario, at Michelle Law's place. And he eventually just said to me, "Here, take it. It's your song. I wrote it about the story you told me anyway." And I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." So I went in the recording studio in Vancouver, and I forgot how the damn thing went. I only remembered the hook. I got to the bridge. I was like, okay, how does the bridge go? I had no idea. I knew it had an F in it. I knew it had an E minor in it, but I couldn't remember anything else. So I sat down and I just started humming a melody line to it, and I was like, okay, this fits. What chords am I going to put to it? So I put a whole different set of chords to it. Eddie Daly hears the song, I don't know how many months later, and he goes, that's not how the bridge goes, you know. And I was like, really? And he goes, yeah, it's this chord and this chord. And it's like, well, fuck, I don't know. And he goes, well, you know, he said, you made it your own, that's all that matters. He says, actually, I kind of like the changes you did to it better, he said, because you built it up more than I could have. And I just kind of rolled my eyes and was like, yeah, okay. One of the last shows I did with Eddie, with Four-Way Street anyway, when we were still with John Law and them, we played at the at AJ's Hangar in Kingston. And Eddie would always be a little bit shy singing around us. He could sing, we knew he could sing, and he could belt it out when he wanted to, but he sometimes come off as being a little shy. So we had a whole group of us, including a couple different players, and we were doing The Wait, the band's song The Wait. And we each took a verse. And Eddie's standing beside me, and he goes, well, I don't know how am I going to sing that. And I said, Eddie, just belt it up, brother. Who cares? Just sing how you feel. Well, at the end of the song, I just, my mouth was hanging out down to my knees, and I was like, Eddie, I had no idea you could sing like that. He was like, really? Come on, man. You guys are the best singers in the world. He told me, no, Eddie. I had no idea you could do that, brother. But he wrote this tune called Morning Train, gave it to me. I did it, like I said, the bridge rewrite and all that. So this is Morning Train. Screwing this up royally, by the way. slowly through the dark, never wanting to take no part. She took off with 2 hearts. I'm leaving on a morning train, I'm going real far. So many times I wanted to stay, so many times I looked away. I don't forget nothing anyway. We've been too far, we tried too hard. So leaving on a morning train in the dark, leaving on a morning train in the dark. Seeing freely came quite easy. We always did truly believe. Maybe I was just a little bit deceived. I was blinded with attraction and I just couldn't see. Leaving on a morning train in the dark, leaving on a morning train in the dark, leaving on a morning train in the dark, leaving on a morning train in the dark. Nothing's an open lady. The old neighborhood looks a little lazy. They closed that old place you used to take me. What they done to this town, love, you wouldn't believe. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. We went running through the pouring rain. We were alright, we just weren't the same. We believed in goodbyes and I felt the way. Now that you said what you had to say, maybe you'll look my way. If later on you ask me to stay, I might think twice if my train's a bit late. Leaving on a morning train in the dark, leaving on a morning train in the dark, leaving on a morning train in the dark, leaving on a morning train in the dark. Leaving on a morning train, won't be back this way. Believe in your mind, wanted to stay. Leaving on a morning train, leaving on a morning train in the dark. Leaving on a morning train. I knew something was out of tune there. Just couldn't tell what it was. I know y'all, people that are out there that have seen me for years playing and stuff. You guys have all heard that I played in a Crosby, Stills and Nash Young tribute band. Blah blah blah. Well, I'm gonna play a Crosby, Stills and Nash. Well, it's actually Stephen Stills too. It kind of goes like this. All of the ladies attending the ball are requesting Time to change, partner. We must change, partner, again. This is how most of our ladies grew up at the country club dances. They learn how to handle the boys. Gently but firmly they learn to say no. There were 4 more young men who were waiting in the color and the doors. So we change, partner. Time to change, partner. We must change, partner, again. All of the ladies attending the ball are requested to gaze in the faces found on your dance floor. Please and remember and follow your list, 'cause the dear things get hurt and the broken hearts make you be hard. So we change, partners. Time to change, partner. We must change, partner, again.
Stefan has a request. I don't know if you know it. Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Hi, Lisa. Thanks for dropping in.
Do you know Knocking on Heaven's Door?
Well, I don't normally take requests, but I did set up a specific time for requests, so there's 1 or 2 that I probably have time for before I continue on with the program. So, it is one of my favorite movies, by the way. Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. The songs, Dylan songs on that album, that soundtrack. When I first left home and started playing in the coffee houses, my brother Jay, my late brother Jay, introduced me to all this stuff, all this music. John Prine, Dylan, Jerry Jeff, all this kind of stuff, and I just love it. So. Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't shoot it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. Feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama put my guns in the ground. I can't shoot this anymore. Long black cloud is coming down. Feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. I'm going to play you one of my songs. Trying to get as much as I can here into this squeeze into this hour. And if you guys are all real good to me, I might go even a little longer. A little longer. A little stronger. Whew, jeez, I lift my arm, that's stronger. This song's about history. Thanks, man. It's an old story. When I was in the 20s, one of the required reading, or if you will, was it wasn't reading actually. It was a cassette tape that my dad had. It was a lecture by a fellow by the name of Ray Fadden. I don't know if Ray's still alive. Last I heard, he was in his 90s. He was a Mohawk elder and lecturer, and he had a museum somewhere in New York State. And the lecture was a cassette was a lecture to grade 5 and 6 kids about the contributions of indigenous people to the world. Lots of different things: peanuts, popcorn, chocolate, corn, I don't know, all sorts of stuff. One of the places that in this lecture, though, he has a wampum hanging up in the museum along the wall. And he was one of these rare individuals that could read that wampum, and he could tell you what was on that wampum. The wampum that he had was a wampum that told the history of the Iroquois, of the Haudenosaunee, where we come from. We come from Oklahoma originally. And he talks about how they moved east and north, and how some of the branches of the Iroquois split off, and Cherokee, for instance, is one of them. But when they got up into the Catskills and this one set of mountains called, you guys know them as the Adirondack Mountains. Adirondack is an Iroquois word, and the actual way to pronounce it is Arunduk. And it means bark eater. And he explained this story that one of the things that happened in our history was that we ran into this group of people, short, stocky. They like to spice their food. They like their food spicy, and they put cedars and barks and different things in their food. One of their nicknames, the slang nickname for them was porcupine. We used to call them porcupine because they dig in the bark, like the porcupine do, looking for grubs. But I was trying to think of, what it must have been like, because we were surrounded for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Iroquois were surrounded by much bigger, stronger nations. That's why we became the force to be reckoned with that we did. We had to. We were surrounded by much stronger, larger nations. A lot of them were Algonquian nations. The Adirondack, were Algonquian-speaking people. I talked to several historians who tried to tell me, from a very non-Indian perspective, that we enslaved the Adirondack and yada yada yada. But the actual fact is they enslaved us. And what happened was that they went off on a big hunt one time, and my ancestors wanted to get the hell away from them. We wanted to split. So they went up one of the rivers. I don't know if it was the Allegheny. I don't even know what river runs through the Adirondacks. But so they they hurried up and they put all their elders and children and women in these canoes and they sent them up the river. And some of the scouts of the Adirondacks went and told the warriors as they were gone on the hunt path that their charges were leaving. So they came and chased after the Iroquois and tried to chase them up the river. And so the Iroquois, they pulled up their little water drums and they started singing songs and praying that the Thunder People would save them. And there was a big storm and it washed out the Adirondacks, and of course the Haudenosaunee ended up getting away and moved up into the valleys and stuff between the Pennsylvania and Ohio and all that in New York State. Anyway, that's the long and short of it. So I wrote this thing called Freedom Thunder, and it kind of tells that story in song form. So I know I've been accused of talking longer than the songs, so here's the song. Up to the valley, people were scattered like leaves on the wind. Some gathered up, men for the Sally, when the women and babies were thin. Barkeeters, armingers of war, and we had to do what they told us to. We gathered up, women and children, someday we'd head up north on the shore. Thunder, fight for your freedom. Stand for the thunder, fight for your freedom. All the way up the river, got to get away. They said there, sometime before us, we were just trying to find us a brand new home. We shared our food and the lives in between us. We had no place we could call our home. Adirondack, they were mountain people. They lived for conquest, they lived for war. Hunted and gathered, and prayed we were able, for our people couldn't do much more. Stand for the thunder, fight for your freedom. Stand for the thunder, run for your freedom. All the way up the river, got to get away. They went for hunting away from the valley. The elders gathered up all they could. The storm was coming, they gathered the families. All the women and children, they would heed the warnings. Messengers, they come. We let the river take us away. The thunder swallowed the mountain people, and we lived yet another day. Stand for the thunder, fight for your freedom. Stand for the thunder, run for your freedom. Stand for the thunder, fight for your freedom. Stand for the thunder, run for your freedom. All the way Freedom Thunder. I got an itchy face. Don't scratch your face, folks. Sorry.
Touch your face.
Don't touch your face. Of course, I've been stuck in the house for the last, 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks. Really, Stefan? Teach your children? It's kind of hard singing that by yourself without a whole bunch of singers. So you know what? You guys are going to have to sing it along and sing all the harmony parts. And I'll just sing the main line, okay? You who are on the road must have a code that you can live by. And so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, the Father's hell, it slowly go by. And feed them on your dream. The one day picks the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would die. So just look at them inside. And know they love you. And you, of tender years, can know the fear that your elders grew by. And so please help them with your youth. They seek the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, the children's hell, it slowly go by. And feed them on your dream. The one day picks the one you know by. Everybody sing! Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry. So just look at them inside and know they love you. Well, it's the hour's up. So, I don't know. I actually had a lot more songs that I was going to play. I didn't get to squeeze them in all. Too much damn talking. So I'm going to do them anyway. And screw Facebook if they don't like it. I'm just waiting for the extra follow on Facebook to go, okay, you're cut off. Okay, where did I put it? I can't eat. I don't know what I did with that damn capo.
We had it. It's going to be there.
I know, it's here somewhere. Tabby, you're sitting on it. I promised Dave. Oh, I think it's here somewhere. Oh my God, I quit smoking now. I can't sing. You know what's funny, Dave? Is I quit smoking and my voice was scratchy for the first, month and a half, 2 months. And then I was driving down the road and a Loverboy song came on. And I started singing along with turn me loose, gotta do it my... Well, there's a note in that song. Pack my bags and fly! I hit that note. I'd never been able to hit that note before in my life. So, just give it time. Speaking of Dave... I don't know if I can do this song the way Dave does it. I haven't played this song in a while. I might not even be playing the chords right. But I've always wanted to record the song ever since I heard it. I'm a big cat guy. There's 6 cats here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a cute little kitten sitting beside me. Actually, she's about 18 years old, actually. She's not a kitten. But, I try to be a new age sensitive kind of guy. All my friends said, Andy boy, you're pretty fly. Settled into a downtown flat. Went vegetarian and got me a cat. Struts down the street like a cop on the beat. And all the birds scatter with a tweet, tweet, tweet. And my cat eats meat. It's underneath the table, waiting on a mouse. Found him in the stable. Now she's ruling the house. But out on the strip, better open your eyes. Be light on your feet and ready to fly. Now she struts down the street like a cop on the beat. And all the birds scatter with a tweet, tweet, tweet. And my cat eats meat. Two things dogs do: seeking love. My cat sneers in disgust, 'cause not even pussycats do that kind of stuff. Now Daisy the cat, she's gonna hunt him down. She's looking for a little fooling around. But she's a fan of football. She's gonna kick him over the wall. Now she struts down the street like a cop on the beat. And all the birds scatter with a tweet, tweet, tweet. And my cat, my cat, my cat is beat. Hey! Thank you! I love that song. Sorry, Dave. I really blew it. I'm going to record that song. I'm telling you. One of these days, I'm going to record that song. I hear it with a, I don't know, like a bunch of what do you call it? Clarinets. I hear clarinet solo. I don't know, jazz quartet kind of thing. Yeah. Ooh, don't sound a little floppy, eh? It's okay. This was a gift from me lady. This is we did this one time without a rehearsal. Had a jam one time. And thanks, man. We did this at a jam at the Rainbow. Unrehearsed. We just jumped up and played it. They said, do you know how to play this? Yeah, do you know, can you do this kind of rhythm? Yeah, okay. She did one rhythm and I did the other rhythm. I've always been a big fan of the song and I had no idea how to approach it. So I said, screw it, I'm going to do it with a drum. You guys will recognize the song. I'm a huge Police fan. I'm a huge Sting fan, especially. So here we go. Hopefully I don't screw it up. I don't know how the hell to approach that. Too fast. 50 million years ago, you walked upon the planet, so a load of all that you could see, just a little bit like me, walking in your footsteps, walking in your footsteps, walking walking in your footsteps, walking in your footsteps. Hey, Mr. Dinosaur, you really couldn't ask for more. You were God's favorite creature, but you didn't have a future. Walking in your footsteps, walking in your footsteps, walking in your footsteps, walking in your footsteps. Hey, mighty dinosaurs, don't you have a lesson for us? Thought your rule would always last. There were no lessons in your past. You were building stories high. They say you would not hurt or fly. If we explode the atom bomb, we could say that we were dumb. But walking in your footsteps, walking in your footsteps, walking in your footsteps, walking in your footsteps. They say the meek shall inherit the earth. They say the meek shall inherit the earth. Walking in your footsteps, footsteps. Walking in your footsteps. Walking in your footsteps, footsteps, footsteps. Walking in your footsteps. That was the percussion section of the evening. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Sorry. During the Oka crisis, we got invited to play a benefit. There were rumors going around that Four-Way Street was being asked to be Jim Cuddy and what's his name's backup band. Of course, it wasn't true. But we went down to Oka to take supplies down. My brother, myself, my ex at the time, my wife at the time, Nancy, and it was quite an adventure. Well, on the way back, and for a day or two after that, I started composing this song. And then when I got asked to play this benefit, I found out that Floyd Westerman was going to be there. Floyd Westerman is a friend of the family's. You guys know him from Dances with Wolves and all that. Renegades, X-Files, bunch of movies. Very, very well respected and well-known activist, songwriter, etc. My brother sang on a couple of his records. And so I got invited to play. And I wanted to play with Floyd. So I said to him, do we need to back up? Is there anything we need to rehearse? And he goes, no, you've heard the records, right? I said, yeah. He goes, okay, you can do it. You're Jay's brother. You'll be fine. So we got up cold and we did about, I don't know, I think 7 or 8 songs or something like that. And I'm gonna play a Floyd song for you. Okay. And I told him not to dig for gold, for if he did, the eagle would die. They didn't listen. They didn't listen. They didn't listen to me. And I told him if the eagle died, there would be no keeper of the land. They didn't listen. They didn't listen. They didn't listen to me. And if there was no keeper of the land, machine would come and soon destroy the sky. They didn't listen. They didn't listen. They didn't listen to me. And I told them if they destroy the land, man would have to move into the sea. They didn't listen. They didn't listen. They didn't listen to me. And I told him if they destroyed the sea. They didn't listen. 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 Yeah, you know, I don't know songs in Kahntahwiwim'tchiget. I can't sing in that language. I only know about 6 words. So I can sing another song in a different language. Well, it has some different words in it, and it's by the same man on an album called La Tierra es tu madre. Land is your mother. We got into trouble, actually, in Toronto. My brother would sing this song, too, at coffee houses. And some people with feminist attitudes thought that it was putting down women. Or that it was not putting down women. I don't know what the right word would be for that. Putting women in a lower position than a man. And people that the kind of people that said this stuff really knew nothing about Native culture. Or at least not enough. If they did, they would know that the nature of the song and what it says is elevating women, asking them to be your helper, to be your love, to be your meat, your helpmeet, I guess is the right word. I love this song. I've always loved this song. Let me wrap you in my blanket. Stand together on the hill. Feel the love between us. On this night so peaceful and still. Let me sing my love for you. Let me sing my need for you, oh woman. Then each time Sit by me, my woman. The east is shining at our door. Come to me, my woman. A new life has begun. Let me sing my love for you, oh woman. Let me sing my need for you, oh woman. Then you shall know, that's a two. It is not now, it is. It's a two. Get for me, my woman, the things that I must wear. Sit by me, my woman. Come and braid my hair. Let me sing my love for you, oh woman. Let me sing my need for you, oh woman. Then you shall know, that's a two. In this town, it's a two. In this town, it's a two. In this town, it's a two. Live and slightly out of two. Yay! Sorry, I felt like Kermit the Frog there for just a second. Kermit the Frog here. I knew it. I don't know what it is. These are elixir strings too. The really expensive kind, the kind that aren't, they're not supposed to wear out or nothing. I'll get to the depressing songs after, so I'm just kidding. This is a song that was co-written by the co-founder of 4-Way Street. It's written by John Law and I never played this song live because it's really hard to play without 8,000 vocal backups and whatever lead guitar shit. But I'm gonna try and do it solo acoustic. Cause I'm should I need anyone? 'Cause we're never wrong, spending our lives endlessly, loving you, loving me. Watch the sun come from the sea. Gotta get that effect, eh? Well, now back to our regular scheduled programming. Completely different, quite a few completely different songs on here. So, I'm gonna go back to the annals of my past. In high school, I was nicknamed Andy Tramp because when I discovered that I could teach myself songs on instruments, guitars and piano, because up until 1979, I was a drummer. I didn't know how to play another instrument. And then I sat down one day after some inspiration and discovered that I could teach myself songs on piano and guitar. And my other late brother Malcolm, who just died a couple months ago, gave me my first real guitar. It was a 60s Reckenbacher electric. And so I'd sit there, and I didn't have an amp, so I'd sit there and struggling, learning how to play. And I got into Supertramp a lot. So this is a really old Supertramp song. And Linda Tyler, I hope you're out there listening. Upon information received, Rosie had everything planned. Stood in the garden with shotgun in hand. What a woman. Whilst entertaining the headlines the next day, Rosie would not be released if it was found that her man was deceased. Silly woman. Oh, but Rosie, a girl with a strange kind of humor, stupidly took in a rumor, making her think that she'd lost, double-crossed by a man who was dear. Stood in the garden, shaking her head. Rosie could not understand, wiping her eyes with the back of her hand. Sad, sad woman. By a man who was still very near to her. Upon angel hair, Rosie had everything planned, so that the people would not understand. Sad, sad woman. Oh. Thank you. Just you and the other 5 of you. That's it. Just the 5 of you. I'm not practiced enough to play the song the way it should be played, but it's one of my favorite songs. When I first moved to Ottawa, me and John and eventually Donnie Higgins were playing around some of the small venues in the Glebe and in downtown. And there were these 2 young ladies that hung out with us, Mary and Michelle, Gananakwe, and they turned me on to this album, and it's been one of my favorite albums ever since. And it's a song that's got a lot of memories for me in it. It's a Ronnie Lane thing. It kind of goes like this. Hopefully I get don't fuck the words up. Because I'm known to do that. I'm known if I forget a word, I'll just make it up. I do that quite a lot. So here goes. Oh, look, stand tall and see the world grow small. And the wind is gone. And where will we be? Winter has come and eagle stands in the sun. But when they fall, where shall we be? When all those colors have faded, and old Jack comes to call. Don't tell him no, tell him maybe. Oh, now Annie, God bless us all. Oh, yeah, Annie, God bless us all. The request lines are now open. Say KJCO Radio. Whoa, whoa. Sorry, it's a little Chechen song. I'm aging myself here. Dating myself, you know. That album I think came out in something like 86, 85, something like that. I don't know. I just got the room for a couple more songs coming in. Was that what that was? The phone ringing? There was a phone request?
I don't know. I didn't.
That was weird. It says phone requests coming in now. Lisa, what are you doing? The request lines are now open. I just got time for a couple more songs, I think, before Facebook. I don't know if Facebook's gonna shut me off because I said originally it was an hour. I don't know. Mm-hmm. 1983, I was playing a benefit at this place called the Trojan Horse. David Campbell was there, Don Franks, Chris Martinson, quite a few people in the native community. And Don Franks, I mean, I was familiar with the album, I was familiar with this music, but Don Franks got up and sang this a cappella. It sent shivers down my spine, and it's been a... You could tell Lennon was channeling Dylan or something, I don't know. But it's a great song, and I think Marianne Faithfull covered it too. I'm not sure. Soon as you're born, they make you feel small by giving you no time instead of it all. To the pain it's so big you feel nothing at all. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. They hurt you at home and they hit you at school. They hate you if you're clever and they despise a fool. Till you're so fucking crazy you can't follow their rules. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. When they tortured and scared you for 20 odd years, then they expect you to pick a career, and you can't really function, you're so full of fear. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. Keep you doped with religion, sex and TV. You think you're so clever and classless and free, but you're still fucking peasants as far as I can see. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. There's room at the top, they are telling you still. But first you must learn how to smile as you kill. If you want to be like the folks on the hill. A working class hero is something to be. A working class hero is something to be. If you want to be a hero, well, just follow me. If you want to be a hero, well, just follow me. I made a really funny boo-boo in that song, because behind me on this TV screen is Star Wars. There's a really crucial scene when a very crucial character gets killed, and it kind of messed me up. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I missed a chord. I had a really good song in my head that I wanted to try playing, and I completely forgot what it was now. Everybody wants me to play these really, popular songs and this kind of music and that kind of music. And well, here's a love song. Love songs are the best. My late brother Jay got me into Jerry Jeff Walker. 1989. Can't remember if it was before or after my son was born. Showed up at his place and he goes, "Oh, you gotta listen to this music, man. You'll love this stuff. Wow, it's right up your alley." Well, he had one of Jerry Jeff's, a compilation of Jerry Jeff Walker on one side of the cassette. On the other side, he had this fella named David Bromberg. Now, I'd never heard of David Bromberg before, but I'd probably heard one of his songs and didn't realize who the hell he was. A couple years ago, we were fortunate to meet him at the Kingsville Folk Music Festival. I'm noticing that the crowd's getting lesser and lesser there. There's less people. I guess I'm getting boring. Is there anything I could do to keep you guys from getting bored? But anyway, Jerry Jeff is one, to me, he's right up there with John Prine, Bob Dylan. Them guys, David Bromberg, they're all he's friends with Bob Dylan. Jerry Jeff Walker, David Bromberg was the lead guitar player on the very first version of Cool, man. Thanks, Steph, for sticking around. David Bromberg was the lead guitar player for Jerry Jeff Walker for about 2-3 years. The very first version of Mr. Bojangles has David Bromberg playing lead guitar. I love Jerry Jeff Walker. He's so funny. You listen to him, and then you listen to John Prine, and you listen to those kind of guys, and they're all up the same alley. They're all killer songwriters. They know how to turn a phrase. They know how to make simplicity, and they make you think, you know what I mean? But they also make you laugh. Well, this song is really tongue-in-cheek, and it's got some funny, twisty lyrics. But it's one of the most beautiful love songs that I know. It goes like this. Been a fool, foolhardy, stumbled once or twice. You can't put me back on my feet. Patching together all the busted pieces. Everything is broken up for me. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. Someday we'll travel far away. Roll all the way to Louisiana. Maybe we'll just roll around in bed all day. I like to give you everything you'd ever want, love. Diamond rings for every toe. Dangling earrings for your fingers. Big sparkling rocks for your nose. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. Someday we'll travel far away. Roll all the way to Louisiana. Maybe we'll just roll around in bed all day. So long coming through to you. Now tonight's resting by your side. Seems like everything rolled in a nutshell. We got it all right here inside. That's why I love you. Oh. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. Someday we're gonna travel far away. We're gonna roll all the way to Louisiana. Maybe we'll just roll around in bed all day. Getting out of bed just ruins my whole day. Besides, that's the way I've heard and babies were made. Hey Terry, how you doing, buddy? Long, yay! Yeah. Hey Terry, hey, long time no see. Holy smokes, people from the past are just coming out of the woodwork. I went to school with Terry. Her and her brother Gary were two of my best friends. And we got into some shit. Sorry, no, just kidding. I just got a couple more tunes in me. I don't know why I'm going so damn long. I'm just having fun playing for y'all. I never get to do this anymore. Ever since this pandemicals. I'm going to play an oldie but a goodie. Moldy oldie. My brother was friends with this writer. I only found out many moons later. He bragged for a long time before he died about being backstage at this guy's concert. Bonnie Raitt asked him to get up to... Bonnie Raitt asking him to dance. Slow dance, too. Not a fast dance. Slow dance. But this is when... It's one of my favorite songs since I was... I don't know... Knee-high to a flying ant. Dark nights have seen the years, the slow parade of fear without crying. Now I want to understand. I have done all that I could to see the evil and the good without hiding. You must help me if you can. Doctor, my eyes, tell me what is wrong with my young wife. Leave them open for so long. I have wandered through this world as each moment has unfurled. I've been waiting to awaken from these dreams. People go just where they will. I never noticed them until I got the feeling Jackson Brown. I'm going to play a couple more songs and I'm going to be out of here. Hugh, my man. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is she?
I don't know if she's watching, but she liked it.
Okay. Sophia! One of my favorite nieces. Probably my favorite niece. I shouldn't say that though, because if Tori or any of them are watching, what about me? I know that people are going to ask for this song. I'm going to play I'm going to play a medley of my hit. And then I'm going to play, there was another song I had in my mind that I was going to play to finish off. Yeah, that was it. Well, this is I talked earlier about being at Oka. And I talked about writing the song, coming back, about the experience. I actually finished the song when my wife at the time, Nancy, we were backstage with Blue Rodeo. And we were trying to figure out how to get management. So Nancy, being the Miss Businesswoman, she tried chatting up the boys in the band while I was in the other room scrambling, writing down these lyrics before I forgot them. Okay, what's the next line? How does I go? Anyway, so I basically finished this song, sitting backstage with Blue Rodeo. yeah, hey, everybody dance. Oh, wait a minute. This ain't a powwow. Okay, I got one more song in me. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. 2010, I found out that Roger was playing Blues Fest. And so, of course, I went. And I was pretty close to the stage, got to see Roger. And I'd met Roger Hodgson from Supertramp out west. And I'd met Supertramp out west at their show. So I was hoping he'd recognize me. Of course, he couldn't see. He had all the big, thousands of people. And nobody knew. When he started playing, there was hardly anybody there. There wasn't really anybody there. Until, of course, he starts playing, take a look at my girlfriend. Everybody's like, what the hell? So, of course, the place immediately packs up. And after the show, I kind of snuck around behind the stage. And I see this guy pushing a piano. And I recognize the guy. I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, I know you. And he looked at me and he goes, yeah, I know you too. And he goes, he said, you should know me. I played on your fucking CD. It was a guy that played flamenco guitar on one of my songs. And he was Roger's friggin' piano mover. He was his roadie. So all of a sudden, Roger comes walking out, and Roger, I somehow managed to get him to sign his guitar. So I'm going to sing a song, because that's what I'm known for, singing songs. You think? I'm going to do a Supertramp song and get you all to sing along. And I love it when Roger plays this. He gets everybody to sing along. So you, all 5 of you, or 6 of you? 5 of you. All 5 of you sing along with me, okay? Ooh, yeah. All right. Here we go. Right here. Oh, yeah. Come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I met Terry Owen. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, give a little bit. Give a little bit of your love to me. I'll give a little bit. I'll give a little bit of my life for you. Now the time that we need to share some Thank you very much. Thanks for coming, guys. Really appreciate all 4 of you. At our peak, there was about 11 people. That's okay. That's okay. The request lines are still open. Just kidding. By the way, Terry, I meant Terry Owen, not you. Terry Owen is a local, well-known sax player. There's a couple of really good sax players in town, actually, that I never really see play much these days. But then, of course, I don't get out much these days either because of this damn quarantine. Bye, folks. Be safe. Please take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. And stay away from people. That's so stupid, eh? Stay away from people. Don't get close to people. You might get sick. Actually, that's really sick. That's a really big thing right now. So yeah. So be good. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Love each other. Just keep a safe distance. We don't want more sickness here. Bye. Okay, now how the hell do you shut this thing off? Where's the off button?